Welcome back, friends. In this video we explore the woodland floor looking for autumn signs, and nature never fails to surprise. Today I've come across some fascinating mushrooms. Please stay tuned, you don't want to miss out on the very special and unique mushroom I found later in this video. Let's start with our first find, a cluster of tiny orange mushrooms I spotted yesterday. So we found this very beautiful section of mushrooms. And yeah, there's so much to play with. But I start to focus on one, just to keep things simple and just have that one shot in the bag from this grand place of mushrooms. And yeah, a very nice find this. And the first composition in this area, I want to make things simple, so I found this one mushroom and I cleaned the scene just a little bit because it was so busy with this fallen debris from the spruce trees here. And yeah, I think this looks very nice when you isolate a single mushroom like this. Focus stacking. Every time I do another focus, I magnify in first, and then we take the shots. I have 2-second timer now. I think this I managed to get a nice and steady setup this time. After that first minimal shot, I wasn't sure what to shoot next. Then I spotted this busier scene with the low brackens in the background, and it just worked. It feels more alive, less about one mushroom and more about the little world around it. I want to talk about this very nice chair that's light and portable, and it's very good for when you're doing focus stacking and you're sitting in that awkward positions. This is a back saver for that. Let's go. So this is a very nice place to set a camp. I just leave my equipment right here, and I have this beautiful forest section to explore. So I won't be going far today. I will stay here and work with what I have in this beautiful part of woodland. So I think I will use the tripod today in some cases, and I need my camera and something to rest my knees on. And also, if I do focus stack with my camera today, I will use this remote shutter. It's not wireless. I don't feel like I need to have that. I think the cheap one is good enough for me. So much have changed after the summer. It's early autumn and we got almost 1 week of rain. The conditions lately have been perfect. So we are in a very nice woodland section with lots of fallen debris, trunks and trees. So I think I found my subjects here in, some would say, not pretty looking mushroom, and it's that decaying, decomposing look that I like about this. This is something that I really love to shoot, especially when it comes to flower. And I think that's the one thing that I like with this mushroom. It resembles a decaying flower. To me, it looks very ethereal and dreamy. So let's set up the tripod. One very handy thing about this tripod is I can set it up in the right way and the legs go in both directions. So it makes it so much easier when you are preparing for that setup. I went for a vertical look here, and I want to go slightly up because I want to emphasize the decaying part of it, and it's on the opposite side and in between in the mid part. So yeah, I think it looks best like this. So for this focus stack, I will use the remote shutter control, so I can avoid the camera shake. I just adjust the focus and then I hit the shutter. I think that will work so much faster than the timer. I chose the aperture of 2.8 simply because I want to blur out the background behind the mushroom and the log. So I'm happy with the first composition. Not the prettiest mushroom, but something special, something out of the ordinary. So today I made it all about being comfortable. So I bring a chair to sit on, the tripod, the camera and my remote shutter. And in between looking after mushrooms, I just lay my equipment in this place while I go around in this forest, circling around to look for mushrooms. And if I find anything interesting, I go back and get my equipment. So I think that is a nice way to do it. If your body is in pain or something, if you have issues with your health, just pick a location, and macro is perfect for that because you can find so much in a very small section of the woodland. I found myself a very interesting mushroom down on this log, trying to find some beautiful compositions with this. It's not exactly easy. Yeah, the difficult part is finding a nice background. Wow, I really like this mushroom because of that bleeding effect. There's some sort of a liquid that's coming out of it. So it's like a creme brulee, this mushroom. I tried a couple different focus stacks. So I want to have a 16:9 in the vertical because that's the direction the mushroom is growing. So you follow that same movement. Hopefully my focus stacks will justify what you see in nature, because this is very, very fascinating. So yeah, I found another composition where I actually can have the tripod the right way, so it makes it so much easier to work with. I have one issue, and that's the canopy and the blowing trees. It makes the lights come and go in my scene. So yeah, I'm not sure how this will affect the final results, but I will try. I just have to pay attention to how the light is moving in the scene. Wow, the chair is a backsaver. This I found a composition pretty low on this log underneath it, and I think this is a nice composition. New composition, and yeah, I like this arrangement. Group of 2 on the left side and a group of 4 on the right side, and there's one slightly in the foreground, and it's all about the earthy tones and the backlit scene here. I tried to focus stack, but I'm not really sure how this fleeting light will affect my images. So just to be sure, in some cases I also take one image with a high low aperture like f11 or 16. So yeah, the mushrooms are everywhere. There's so much that I can actually not grab my camera every time I see one. I can be looking around for some composition that I actually enjoy and that I think look nice. That is so important. In this scene, I really like the clovers, the moss, and the plants around these mushrooms that really enhance the dreamy look. And because that I want to include more than just the mushroom, I use f8 to get more in focus. I do focus stack just a few images, so it's a very easy way to work. I can even sit on my chair here and yeah, just have a nice and actually a pleasant time in the woodland. Right behind the bleeding mushrooms, I found this beautiful gathering of mushroom on a branch that have fallen and are close to the ground. In this situation, I just frame up a one shot, f8, just to have the mushroom in focus. I think that looks nice. And we got some beautiful side lights through the canopy directly on the mushroom. So another shot and somewhat different from the earlier mushrooms today. We are back at the camp. Now I just have to pack down my gear. The lens cap is on. Not any use for this today when I bring my own chair. My kids' jackets. Yeah. So I got to use this remote shutter today, and that's fine. It made it so much easier. I didn't have to use the timer. That saves a lot of time, so I will continue doing that forward. I'm really happy with today's mushroom hunt. I think I got some very interesting compositions, and I found a couple interesting mushrooms. This was some beautiful red mushrooms, and the reason why I went to this place was because of this very nice moss on the floor. So I was hoping for some nice mushrooms in this place, but these ones are damaged too much. I have to let it go because I don't think it looks nice when it's eaten like that. So yeah, definitely a nice seeing this, but unfortunately it's not any photograph worthy, even for my standards. I found a mushroom inside here, so I will set up a camp and make a photo of that. So yeah, these subjects are so low down on the ground, so I can see no other options than actually handheld focus stack this. And it's all about playing around with that depth of field. That was the way I discovered that scene you see now on the screen. That's a great advice. Get your camera way down. You can even rest it on the ground. I prefer to have the body on the ground and the lens in my hand. And that makes me able to slowly shift the focus while I burst in the shutter. So I get all that images for a nice photo stack. And usually I take less images than what's recommended. So it's not always working, and sometimes it's focus breathing. Sometimes I miss a focus point in the image, so that it gets a little bit washed out. Let's see how this image has turned out. I think they're okay. So I was just checking the area because there's full of these white-capped mushrooms, and I stumbled upon this beautiful yellow mushrooms underneath this spruce tree. And yeah, just look how they interact with this green moss. It's so ethereal, and that's exactly what I love. Let's create some handheld focus stacking here because it's so tiny, and yeah, because of that they are very close to the ground. So up on the tripod I won't do any justice to this mushroom. Here comes the light. I'm not sure if it helps a lot, but I just found this very interesting mushroom in between some kind of moss that grows a little bit in the heights, so it's surrounding the mushroom. It's so much fun facts and information about mushrooms and fungi, and it really is something that fascinates me a lot. And lately I have been trying to gather more information to come more prepared in the upcoming videos. And one of the things that I've done lately is downloading an app. I'm not going to say what app, but you basically take an image of a mushroom and it tells you instantly what name of the mushroom, and it also gives you a little bit of information about it. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification so you won't miss out the next video. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and until next time, out!